Okay, cool. Here we have our complete opposite to our shale soils. At Beaumont we have two main types. So one is where the hill is, and that's kind of all shale, Bockerveld shale soils, and then down here on the riverbed, where the river's flooded over thousands of years, it is put down a kind of a loamy, sandy soil there that is much more fertile, much deeper, and allows the vines to grow, if we plant vines here, a lot more vigorously. We've actually been moving all our vineyards off the soil and focusing on the shale soils because we get a bit more balance, and especially early on you can kind of get the vines into producing a quality wine much easier, whereas on these loam soils the vines stay vigorous for much longer, and it's much harder to find the kind of ideal balance for really quality wines. But if you're going to plant a vineyard here and you wanted to keep it for 100 years, then this would be the place to plant it, because everything loves to grow here. And so just to quickly show you what kind of soil we've just dug this hole. This is super wet, this has come out of the bottom, but it's pure loamy sand. It can kind of be squeezed. It's kind of got a bit of clay in it, but not much. You see how it breaks up even when I squeeze it. So that means that there's quite a high sand content. And at the bottom of this hole, you'll see that the water from the water table has kind of come through. So there's a very, very sandy, kind of almost beach sandy kind of layer, and that's obviously as the river is flooded over the years, it's put down different layers, and the loam will be from the buildup of organic material, and that has been, obviously it hasn't flooded over this section for quite a long time because the sand soil is right at the bottom of this hole, and the top meter is all loam. But it does vary across the whole piece of, this is a hectare of land that we're going to plant some fruit trees on, probably some apples or pears, and the sand does come up shallower and drop down deeper depending on where the river's kind of moved over the years. So yeah, completely contrasting soil type, really great for growing anything from vegetables to high tonnage fruit trees, and to if you were going to plant long-term vineyards. We had some Chardonnay here that did produce some beautiful Chardonnay, but unfortunately the vines were fully virused and couldn't function anymore, so we've just pulled them out, and now we'll be replacing them probably with some fruit in the next year or two. Cool, I hope you find it interesting.